You're going to hear from the same nurse who's going to tell you what Ms. said. What you're finally going to hear from is you're going to hear from 12 years later. Ranger Baggett risked out. 12 years later, she's moved on. She lives in Colorado. There is not a second wasted when Ranger Baggett asked, do you want to prosecute? Would you be willing to testify? And she says, yes, sir. You're going to hear her sit here after 12 years of having to put this out of her mind and look at you and tell you what happened. I think the evidence is going to show the only reason you're willing to relive this after 12 years is because it happened. That evidence you hear from the stand is going to prove him guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. That physical evidence and that DNA from him in her is going to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. And what the evidence is going to show when this is all said and done and after testifies after 12 years is there is no time frame on justice.
I want you to think about the details that they are leaving out, the details that they are forcing. Because this whole case is about them forcing a square peg through a round hole. They had one suspect. They want to close this case. They said it was my client. It's lazy police work. They didn't do any investigation from 2003 until now. And I think at the end, you will be left with nothing but doubt. Doubt about how we got here. Doubt about why they never looked into another suspect. Doubt about the DNA evidence. And doubt about my client committing this crime. And the last thing I want to leave you with is I really just want to impress upon you the seriousness of your job here. Because we don't dispute that there are victims. We don't dispute the heinousness of what happened. We believe that. We do think that there should be justice. It's whether or not my client is the one who should be serving in prison. Whether my client did this. Whether they can prove that it was him who committed these actions. And we don't think that the state can meet that.